So they announced that in the MCU about the shows that are coming on Disney Plus. They have a She-Hulk. They have a Kamala Khan, and Moon Knight was one of the other shows that Kevin Feige was talking about. And they actually just announced that Oscar Isaac is apparently in talks to play Moon Knight. Warren Spector. That's crazy. Poe Dameron is Moon Knight. What's up, Jada Ryder? That's big fucking news. Because you're getting these new characters, like these classic Marvel characters, and like you're putting like these brand new, I feel like not brand new, but newer name, younger actors behind them. And I think that's an amazing idea. Marvel is pretty spot on with who they cast for this stuff, you know? So I'm really happy about it. Or who is hype about Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight? I mean, I'm pretty sure a bunch of you guys don't know who Moon Knight is, but still. Thing is about Moon Knight is he's schizophrenic, I believe. So, if I'm not mistaken, the story behind Warren Spector is that he is a schizophrenic. And his personalities change. And like Moonlight, he has entirely different personas, yeah. Not just personalities, but more advanced. Yeah, yo, Tap 2G. Yo, that's true. I heard the new Moon Knight series is actually really good. I want to take a look into it. No, but like I'm just interested to see, man, because like now we're getting to this point where like these characters are going to be everywhere, right? Just, you know, for some picture reference, right? And Moon Knight is like now one of those characters. Like they have an arc now where Moon Knight has kind of been like a side player and everything for a long time, but now the most recent arc of his, he like beat up Thor. So I don't know, man. I think this is like good news.
Oh my god!
It's a Disney Plus series, but also you have to wonder what that means for the movies. That means, you know, Oscar Isaac wouldn't sign on just to get his own show. And I mean, I guess he possibly could, and that not extend to the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe for those big movies, right? And I felt like it was only a matter of time before Oscar Isaac like actually worked with like a Marvel movie, because it is Disney, right? Yeah, it all looks like a movie. Like that's one of the things that we were talking about. Also, don't forget, yo, taste buds, don't forget, The Mandalorian Season 2 starts October 30th. The Mandalorian Season 2 starts October 30th. Do not forget. But yeah, man. No, man, it's gonna be good. I'm super hyped for Season 2. But no, man, like, think about that. Like, we know what kind of, like, shows, what these shows are going to look like on Disney Plus now. We know what they're going to look like. We've seen The Mandalorian, right? And we've already seen, like, trailers for, Scarlet Vision, or WandaVision. Like, those shows don't look like TV shows. They look like movies. Like, and they're essentially are movies, because every episode is an hour. Every episode is an hour. You're getting more advanced look at the world, I feel like. So essentially, you're not only getting one movie, you're getting like 5 to 12 movies, right? Or 8 to 10 movies, you know, in some of these instances. So like, I think it's a genius idea for them to bring in like somebody talented like Oscar Isaac to play Moon Knight. You want a sex scene in The Mandalorian? I don't know. I have not read it, but I know what you're talking about. It's definitely all Pleasantville vibes, Tap 2G. You know, Akudama, I'm going to tell you right now about The Mandalorian. And shows like that in general. Like, when I was younger, I never liked when they would put, like, these sarcastic, like, comedian people in, like, serious roles. And I always go back to, like, Lethal Weapon, when they put Joe Pesci in it. Was it 2 or 3? When Joe Pesci joined Lethal Weapon. And at first I was like, I never got it. But it definitely kind of like, it's not necessarily to lighten the mood, but it's to make it more dynamic conversationally, right? And I will say Bill Burr he didn't ruin my immersion. He actually made it a lot more believable. Like, it's really, and I say, I'm not going to say, you know, anybody's wrong or anything, but look at it from this way. Look at it from this way. But yeah, like, I saw the Bill Burr thing, and keep in mind, what's up with it, Mayo? Keep in mind, I'm not the biggest Bill Burr fan. But no, we were talking about the Mandalorian and like Bill Burr. But no, I feel like I'm always in question of how realistic you can make these conversations. It didn't ruin my immersion as much as it made me. I always question how believable you can make the dialogue in a science fiction movie, right? And whether it be between, you know, a bounty hunter and someone else, but like that, you need to be able to suspend disbelief. Putting Bill Burr in a role like that actually did a good job for me suspending my disbelief. So I actually liked him in the role. Regardless of how small it is and how much of an effect it made, overall, I'm like, damn, I actually kind of like him in that role. But like that's just a testament though, right? That they're picking characters like actors and personalities like Oscar Isaac to be characters on a Disney Plus show. And then you have Samuel L. Jackson, who's going to be on there as well on his own show. So no, that's actually a really big thing. Yeah, it's definitely a testament to their investments. Like, think about it. Yo, this is just a show, but you know this character's gonna cross over to the major leagues, right? With Secret Avengers or whatever the fuck comes out, right? Secret Wars or anything like that. And then you're gonna have a major name like Oscar Isaac attached to it. Also, I did hear, so Sadistic Kid, and I'm glad that you said that you brought up Deadpool. So word on the MCU streets is that Deadpool has a cameo in 2 MCU films. That's crazy. But what films? I swear, like, it has to be Spider-Man 3. It has to be Spider-Man 3 at this point. It has to be Spider-Man 3 at this point. Right? It has to be. That will be so fucking perfect. I think they are setting up Secret Wars, Roses and Wine. But also, like, once again, man, I talked to y'all about this before, right? Like, I think that Marvel is definitely setting up the long con, bro. Because them introducing all these new storytelling elements, like them having multiple Spider-Man, right? Like, what if they even, like, remotely hint at the Clone Saga, right? Like Ben Reilly and all these other characters, right? They already announced that Venom's gonna be part of the Spider-Man, right? Like they are going to meet. And yeah, Miles is going to be there as well. So like they're expanding in so many different areas. There's gonna be plenty of chance for these guys to overlap and potentially be in a movie. This is the shit I waited my whole life for. I remember being in my grandma's living room and reading comics on the floor and then looking at a movie and being like, bro, if they ever put this on film, do you know how powerful that will be? And look how much closer we are to it.